It has been far too long. I hope I didn't scare anyone. Probably not. I don't think I'm very. Oh, I forgot about this banger.
La musifanaia, la
What am I rocking? What all transpired? In the battle with Seed, Jaster displays an inexplicable flash of power stemming from the legendary Star King. Stranger still is how Jaster wields that power yet again to solve the puzzle that seals the path to Eden. What has happened to Jaster, and could the puzzle and the labyrinth be related to the fabled ruins of Eden? Okay, so this is the right save file. So what was I? Ah. Oh. Leo King's Castle entrance. Interesting. What was going on that I literally quit playing in the middle? I must have just finished up like a huge grind. Okay, so we think an actual entrance or back?
Don't let your guard down.
Yep, here we go. Oh, there's people in here. No. Lure out the wicked fairy lurking in the ancient castle. Hold to the sky the legendary axe passed down from the Pangu. What? I hope that's something I can buy. What? What? Is this why I quit playing? Rogue Galaxy, Golden Axe. Or not. Okay, let's just get down to him. Bows, hatchets. Oh god, how there he is. There he is. Golden Axe, General's Gold, the Pangu Axe. It's actually
This
something I
place
have to
is
go
hell for
buy.
delicate instruments such
It's
as
kinda
myself.
crazy.
Here they come. Not done yet. That's the end of that.
Let's keep going.
Take me to... What chapter did that say? Oh no, it was a treasure in the desert, in Rosa Desert. Are you serious?
Hope it all goes well.
I most likely already had it too.
Don't fall behind, okay?
Oh, get up there. Please have it, please have it. Golden axe of the hang do. Is that it? Okay, so wait, what was the... Hold on. Wait, what was the... Ancient fairy needed item. Hanging's axe. Okay, cool. That wasn't too difficult to find. I wasn't gonna be able to find that.
Be careful. I sense something strange.
Again, I probably crafted that axe a while ago. So, could I have figured it out? Probably, but... If I was lucky, this would have been the first store I came to, but... I'm Googling. I'm Googling things. Oh, shit. So wait, I might be able to fight that other boss, or maybe not. Somebody was watching me one time and told me I couldn't fight
Now
that
this is what I
boss
call an
in
adventure.
Rosa. But for all I know, it's just a very specific rod for, Jupus.
We cannot run away from this one.
Oh, I didn't want. Sure.
Here we go.
The hype. That just for him? Yeah, I think it's just for him.
Safety lock disabled.
Oh, I gotta get out of the habit of double tapping that. And then I use Illusion Sword.
very much. Whew.
I'm in trouble.
Uh-oh. Not good.
Okay, yeah, I forgot that uses mine. So, Steve.
All right.
Thanks.
This is not good.
This is like incredibly snappy compared to
All right.
the other two games. I will give it that.
This is bad. Mr. Run! Not good. All right. Thank you very much.
Just finish them off. Oh, unicorn hatchet. Okay. Oh, was I making something? Oh wait, no. Shit. Ugh. Oh, nice. It's actually an upgrade. Heck yeah. Gosh dang it. You know what? Those are badass. Let's use some cool stuff. We've seen that actually. Let's 26, 41, 44. Yeah, let's.
We're not on the wrong path, are we?
Not bad. Not bad. Can you see the hat? I can't see the hatchet. Oh, there it is.
Here they come!
Are you ready? No big deal.
Oh, I'm shooting a wall.
Ha! Those guys were no challenge at all.
It'll probably be actually fun to play as other characters.
Don't
in my
fall
next
behind,
playthrough.
okay?
So we got these two done. Everything's done, right? Oh. That's right, we got beat again. I forgot. That's why I quit playing. What did he beat us by? So wait, you don't get anything? Okay. That's good. That's good, I guess. Like, wait, maybe I get something for this. I probably don't even need these. I'm gonna end up selling a bunch of them, I bet. I think we're done here. Like, actually, I think I'm done right now. We have all that. We're first again. Oh. Hey! You said terror. It's your first time chatting message. I'm playing Rogue Galaxy. That's hilarious. It's your first time here. What do you need? Alright. Alice stuff. It's your first time. Oh, that's badass. Go for it. Let's take these guys out. That is a dilemma. Would you find out like late that you didn't like the boss or the owner? Because you already applied. That is a bit of a dilemma. I don't think I've ever been in that situation. I've also been raised to not quit a job without a backup situation, so if you have a backup, I would just politely decline. Besides the constant harassment from E-Lab and a few other people, I don't know. I've been crushing Dark Cloud. Somebody it's Elabore or something. They're like really prevalent in Dark Cloud streams, but they harassed me to the point where I was pretty much done with recording. I don't think they're mentally well. I caught them in another stream because like I can see them in like whenever somebody has their why aren't your chat messages popping? I'm trying to figure this out. What's going on here? Oh no, are they popping up? Am I just not paying attention? I might not be paying attention. No, they're popping up. Are they popping up? No, they like. And again, I don't like to judge anybody because I'm a weirdo too. But like they'd come into my chats and they would just like repeatedly like go off hinge on like just tangents, and it's just like, okay, these are getting like biblical sounding. Like, are you okay? And then just like they just be off on their own, like talking to nobody, and it's just like, okay, like you're making everybody uncomfortable here. Like nobody's talking to you, nobody's talking anymore at all, and I can't understand you. You're speaking in English, and it doesn't sound like bad Google Translate. Okay, so these are all weapons I'm working on. Yeah, so it was just like, I don't know what you want, and then all of a sudden it like culminated, accumulated into them calling me, you as a woman, you as woman, you as a woman, you as woman. And I was just like, I don't know what you mean. Like, what do you want from me? And eventually I was just like, wait, are you calling me a bitch? Like, do you not know the word bitch? Like, what are you trying to say? So I just blocked them. Well, then I started running, okay. Navalsa Seaway. Where the fuck is Navalsa Seaway? And then I started seeing them in other people's chats. And it was just like, okay, like, okay, there's 3 Navalsa Seaways. Great. I started seeing them in other people's chats. And it was just like, okay, this is just like absolutely annoying. Like, I don't have to deal with you because I have you blocked, but like, I will tolerate you, even though I can see your weird ass in the chat. Well, it turns out me just joining other chats was enough to set them off, and they started getting banned from these other chats. Oh, I don't feel like dealing with that right now. Which was funny, and then, excuse me, I am not able to clear my throat lately. It's getting summertime and wildfire
I'll take
season.
you on. Entering battle, everyone.
So gross. So it was just like, I was just constantly on edge. And then I had the whole thing with fucking Chris Tarp and his family. And it was just like, I'm not dealing with that either. Like,
That was a
I've got too much going on. I've worked too much on getting my fucking streaming shit together. I'm not joining some streaming family of... Oh god, who was it? Wife? Somebody said something about us sharing custody of Twitch, and I just like... I don't know. I realized I had joined some weird, like, organization. And I wasn't about it. Yeah, with Devil and everyone, because we were all splitting custody of Twitch. We were all taking turns. As we were. Like, I mean, this is your first time in my stream. It's what we were all doing, was sharing custody of Twitch. It's specifically why you've never made it here. It was who's streaming now situation. And I realized that nobody actually gave a shit about what I was streaming. It was just that I was streaming. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's gotta be the grog. Gotta be the grog. Yeah, no, because oh god, I hate Discord. I'd ask 50 questions a day and not get a single response, but if I posted a picture of a cat, suddenly everybody appeared. Okay, that hurt. Do what you need to. Ooh. Alright, Lilica, take over. I don't want to shit talk, but Elden Ring, this is how you reskin a enemy. Where is it? Hyperdrive. How old is this game? Oh, I do want to shit talk. Come on, Elden Ring. Like, this is all you have to do. Just reskin it. So I guess Elden Ring's new DLC is already reusing bosses from the base game. So like, that's great. You're paying $40 for a DLC that reuses bosses that the base game already reused. Like, come on, FromSoft, you lost me. I've potentially, finally, after all this time, figured out what the maximum size for a Kaji is in Dark Cloud 2. I may be the first person to have ever caught a Mardan and a Baron with the Vice Predator. That sounds like a CEO at Activision. Votes for Simon.
Be careful,
At
everyone.
Matataki Village. This is Rogue Galaxy. This is the game that came out from level 5 after Dragon Quest 8, and a lot of people think
Here they come.
is Dark Cloud 3,
Over there.
or whatever you want to call it. It's a pretty solid game. It's basically worse Kingdom Hearts. So like in Kingdom Hearts, you know how when you attack a Heartless, you move through the air? In this game, you horrifically are stationary. So you just stay there. So if you hit your enemy, you can't follow them. So despite coming out after Kingdom Hearts, it has worse combat. Yeah.
Be careful. I sense something strange.
So like, it's got a lot of references to Dark Cloud, but it's definitely not Dark Cloud 3. Can you open the map again? There we go. Alright, where's this other boss gonna be? It's the Chariot to the Underworld. Where the F is that gonna be?
I'll take you on.
So yeah, we've got... You know, the Chosen, the Digidestined, the heart of the cards is within our chosen Pokemon Master, Jaster. And then you have Lilica, the warrior woman, who's from a primitive planet that believes in religion. Oh no, his name is Steve. Steve is in Dark Cloud 1 as a slingshot. He's as a ride pod in Dark Cloud 2, and he's a talking sassy robot with a human child's consciousness within him. There's Zegrim, who is a legitimate space pirate. There is Simon, he's a bit of an enigma. Lilica is the daughter of a space pirate, the one and only Dorganark, or Dorgangoa. He flies the Dorganark. He's Zegrim's boss. Jupus is an elite hacker. And then Digo is a war-hardened, military-trained... I guess he's just a soldier, but he's technically a dog man. But it's pretty great. You get a gun. again, the aerial combat feels so bad despite being net. Like right there, I tried to hit that enemy, but I was an inch off and I missed it. And then I hit that one too far away to keep hitting him. Oh, and then the blue bar is an indicator that I've used all of my attack points. So I have to space my attacks out. There's a reason nobody plays this game.
It'd be perfect if we didn't run into any enemies.
Is the story good? Yeah, actually, it's really good. Is the exploration good? Surprisingly. Yeah, limited attacks. And then they added this. So I go to abilities, and it's like, okay, I want to use one of my abilities. There's cutscenes. But it's okay, because you can skip them. But it just, they're so overpowered, it kills everything. So you have the choice of, like, limited attacks, or you one-hit kill everything so fast that there is no fight. There is no game balance. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, there is one of the greatest things that ever been put in the game. You use a frog to combine weapons. You feed him the weapon, and he'll eat it, making a new weapon. So, like, we'll feed him this hatchet, I guess. And he gives us a new hatchet.
Voila!
He's also, yeah, like, Cajun, I guess. Because he's like the backwoods. He's from a backwoods planet called Jerica. But yeah, he's got some French twang. I don't really get it, but I love it. And I would die for him. Sometimes you make a masterpiece and he lets you know. Oh, Patui.
Voila!
I was hoping for something good there. You kill his brother, and he's like, no, it's okay. He was kind of mean. And it's like, oh my god. And then, yeah, he joins you, and he works on your team as your weaponsmith. Thankfully, it's like one of the first things you do. Because, like, the game is obviously, like, if you can't tell, filled with weapons. These are all weapons that you combine together and to make better weapons. And I'm kind of running out of space here. This is all I have left. And like Dark Cloud 2, there isn't like a collecting side of this, but it's all insects. I haven't really gotten into it yet. But there are bugs in this game. And it's bug chess. Instead of fish racing, it's bug chess. I haven't gotten into it yet. But I got like a little Arnie, the snail bomber. No. So you just like, they have a combining point.
We're not on the wrong path, are we?
So like, you just keep combining them together, and they get stronger and stronger, and then finally, I think it's once you reach level 48,
Here they come.
they have one final form where they all combine together. So like, it's like 48, and then you get like a random Greek letter, and then like certain Greek letters are better than others. So like, you keep combining until you get the right Greek letter. But yeah, you'll start with like 40 weapons, and by the time you're done combining, you're only at level 34, and you have one weapon left. So you have to keep buying more weak weapons to combine those to get another strong combined weapon. And then you get like 2 level 40 weapons and combine them, and you get to level 42.
Here they come.
Here they come.
It's so weird. You'll like catch yourself having so much fun, and then all of a sudden the weirdest thing happens. Like again, you're in the middle of like an intense fight, and then it's like, hey, you attacked too much. And it was like, no, stop, I have no. and then you almost lose like 2 hours of progress in a fight because you ran out of attack points.
Entering battle, everyone. Over there.
But like all the attacks have cool animations. You can skip the animation. So long as you don't jump, the combat feels good.
That's the end of that.
I don't think I have one of those yet. Like I think it's totally random. This is one of those games that I could probably spend my life just figuring stuff out for because nobody else has. So like X, I don't know what the actual Greek letters are. That's Omega actually. Oh, do I have anybody else? I don't have everybody's. I don't know what S means. I don't have everybody's ultimate weapons yet. I'll be honest, I have a bit of a, PTSD is a bad joke. I have PTSD from certain things, and I almost said it as a joke. That is a coping mechanism to joke about your own tragedy, or tragedy, your own, stressors going on. Anyways, I have like a super aversion to like knowing Greek letters because I didn't grow up as close, but I went to college near one of the biggest party schools in the United States. So like people literally knew, like they would do their little Greek like Kappa Theta U.
I sense something strange.
And it's just like I genuinely it like almost triggers me to like think about hearing a bunch of dudes all say it at the same time.
Here
They
they
do like
come.
a little fucking
Entering
K-pop
battle,
dance.
everyone.
Believe it or not, I've been to ASU within the last few years, and I know that is the current,
Here
but
they come.
I lived, when I went to college, I lived near, the best way I can put it
That's how you get it.
was a
done.
triangle of like Kentucky colleges. I'd say OSU was close, but OSU wasn't close, but OU was kind of
everyone.
close. But if you ask me, Ohio colleges and Kentucky colleges party harder than Arizona colleges. Texas honestly parties
Here they come.
harder than Arizona colleges in my experience. I don't like the only thing that gets Arizona by is the fact that it gets so fucking hot that people have to condense together. That's it. That's the only reason Arizona even gets to be in the same like conversation. Is it's so fucking hot that the people already have to condense together
Here they come.
so that they will. You might as well party if you're all stuck inside in the air conditioning. But like, are they? Oh, okay, wait, they're burrowed. I was like, are they glitched? Like sandworms. Panther eels, but they're sandworms.
Those guys were no
But yeah, you
challenge
get
at all.
outside of and the big thing about Arizona is the best times to party, the good times of the year,
Popping up like
school's not in
crazy.
session. Winter break, spring break,
We'll have to
school's not in
pull through.
session. Nobody's partying. But you go back to
Let's keep
another
on
state, back east, those times a year, it's party time. It's party time. And you're not gonna die from just being
Here
outside.
they come. Entering battle, everyone.
Arizona's great in the wintertime. I'll give it that. It's peak. Texas ain't bad too. Texas has too much humidity for me though. New Mexico's really pretty, but I have not spent much time there. And I've been to California. Well, no, I've never been to California. I've been to Vegas twice.
Grant peace to the souls of the defeated.
Arizona's so nice, but like if it's not, like, I just honestly I like
I am feeling
middle of the
remarkably spry
desert
today.
or the middle of the woods
Here
at this
they
point.
come.
I've never lived in a legitimate jungle, so I don't know if I like true humidity, I guess, but like it's either got to be wet to the touch or nothing. I can't do like what is it 20% or maybe like 60% humidity. No, That is just, it's all or nothing for me. But I need to finish this game. I'm in a weird emotional state with this game. I don't want to play it because the combat just, meh.
Be careful. I sense
Meh.
something strange.
Yeah, I'm one of those people who's wet to the touch. If it's, again, 20 to 60% humidity is wasted on me because I'm already wet to the touch. I'm wet to the touch if it's like 0 to 10% humidity.
If we didn't run into
But
any
thankfully it's so dry it evaporates. Oh yeah, I'm like the definition of a swamp ass.
Don't you want to rest soon?
My life changed when Robin Big came out and I saw the episode. Was it Robin Big? It was Robin Big where I think fucking Big Black puts a man pond in. He eats like too many
Looks
chicken
like we
wings or
aren't
something like
welcome in
that.
this
And he's
land.
like, nah man, that's my man pond. And Rob's like, what? He's like, nah, I ate too many wings last night. It's what you do. It changed my life.
An adventure truly is an endless string of hardship, is it not?
Okay, you're only saying that, Steve, because you have a literal child psyche forced inside of you on a failing flash
Here I
drive.
come! I'll take you on.
Oh, I did have an emotional breakdown because I wasted 6 hours one day doing a Dark Cloud 1 grind, only to find out at the end of the 6-hour grind that I completely fucked it up and I had to redo everything. And I got like a bunch of super rare weapons and stuff like that, and I was so proud of myself. And then at the very end, so like, I don't know if, oh my god, anglers. I spent so much time looking for these fish, and here they are again. Ugh. I don't even know if you remember this, but I was doing a Dark Cloud minimum dungeon run for like a month. And I kept doing research, and I kept looking stuff up, and I kept asking people, because you know I was part of that Discord where a bunch of other people played Dark Cloud. And I kept asking people like, yo, what's the minimum number of dungeon runs you have to do? What's the minimum number, like, what's the, and like, I never got an answer. I never got like help or anything on it. And then when I finally got to the last dungeon of the game, it has a unique quirk where it's the only one where you have to do the diorama where you build a town inside the dungeon. So like, it's totally unique. And since I'd never played the game, I didn't know that. So when I got there, I did 6 hours of like grinding, left the dungeon like you're supposed to, and then it was just like, hey, go back in and do your diorama shit. And I was just like sitting there looking at the game and my controller like, wait, what's going on? What's happening? What's going on? And then like I started doing like some research online and like had typed in some certain keywords and found that like other people were like, yo, what the fuck's going on? It won't let me progress in the game. And people were like, well, didn't you know the last dungeon's unique? And I'm just sitting there like, no, I didn't know. Why would I know that? And I'm sitting there looking at all my super rare items on the last dungeon of the game of my minimum dungeon run, 6 hours into this fucking grind. And I'm just sitting there thinking like, how come everybody I've talked to that's beaten this game didn't fucking warn me about this? It's
Be
like,
careful.
you have
I
to
sense
do this to
something
beat the
strange.
game. Like, what the fuck? But yeah, the last dungeon of Dark Cloud is the only dungeon in the game that you can beat start to finish without ever leaving. It's totally
Entering
unique
battle,
in that
everyone.
aspect. But like, nobody warned me, so like I just grinded 6 hours and I did every other dungeon like normal, and then this last one I was like, here we go, and it's just like, wait, no. But I'm just sitting there like, wait, hold on, something ain't right.
That's how you get it done.
So that was if you were ever wondering why I shut off my chat for like a week and a half,
Hope it all
that's
goes
why.
well.
because I was just like, okay, I'm getting harassed by one guy. I have another guy who keeps coming in here, and he's just like, damn, Twitch keeps banning my accounts. The fucking man. And it's just like, okay, stop. Don't ever say the man in my chat again. The man is not here. I had another person who came in, and this one killed me. Their name was, I think, Defiled Population or something. Or like, Defiling Population. It was there was something going on there. And like, they were one of those people who talked, and I don't know, like, maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe there's a certain language that when you Google translate it, it comes out very biblically sounding.
Here they come.
But like, they would show up in other people's chats from like the Discord, and they'd all be like, hey, population. And I'm sitting there like, yo, I'm pretty sure this guy's anti-Semitic. Like, I banned him a while ago. But like, I don't know, man. I also was getting really tired of being told that I was ban heavy, despite the fact that like, I don't know, I don't tolerate the fucking weirdos. I'm a weirdo, and when like you make me uncomfortable, it's like,
Let's
okay.
keep this pace up.
I don't know exactly what you're hinting at right now because I'm too stupid to pick up on like fucking girls hitting on me. But like, I can tell that you're being weird.
Don't fall behind, okay? Are you ready? I'll take you on.
So, I did hilariously, I think I have a girl one time hitting on me through Twitch. And I finally picked up on like her hitting on me through Twitch, which was super weird. I realized that like, oh wait, shit, you're like a crazier person than me.
Be careful, everyone.
I can't remember exactly what the situation was. I don't even know, like, what do you have to do to even get in trouble on Twitch? Like,
I'll take you on.
I genuinely don't know. I see people, I hear and see people smoke all the time on Twitch. People get plastered out of their minds. There's naked girls on my fucking recommended, despite I've never watched anything like that. Although, actually, I did accidentally watch it one time. Somebody had a really cool looking, like, little profile pic, and I clicked on it, and they were just face down, ass up in a tub. And it was like, whoa! What is happening? No, but it's just like, I mean, you can literally vape and gamble in front of children. Like,
We'll have to break through.
and again, I'm not the cops, but like, is Twitch verifying people's vapes?
Just keep coming.
Like, again, how do you know people aren't like recommending shitty brands of vape juice that are like literally killing people?
We're not done yet.
Like, I mean, like, it's crazy to me. I used to vape, and it's wild. Like, vape juice is so unregulated. I mean, like, legitimately,
Those
like,
guys were
it's
no
crazy
challenge
to me
at
that
all.
they allow people to vape on stream and stuff. Like I get it. I mean, but again, if one thing's legal, they should let a lot of things be legal. Like, I'm not saying you should let people fucking shoot up and
Let's
fucking
get going.
watch Ricky take his third hit of Narcan.
Just keep coming.
But like, there was that whole controversy, and I don't want to get too controversial, but there was that one, like, oh, what was she? She was like a Twitch ambassador or something like that, and she like ate edibles and stuff on stream, and it was just like, okay, like, if you're gonna let her get away with it, and like other people are vaping tobacco, and like fucking Only Use My Blade is getting like blackout drunk on fucking Twitch, and his life is going to shambles. It's like, I think you should just let everything be legal, Twitch. Just like, fucking throw out the rules. Because honestly, like, I think,
Coming.
and this is just me, I think if Twitch went the fuck all the rules route, I think the emulation world would flourish. Imagine all the anonymous, like, emulator, like, content creators that would come out and just produce without, like, the fear of Nintendo being able to track them down or something. Yeah, that's really funny. My mom just told me the other day that I should check out
Didn't run
Kick.
into any enemies.
And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, no. One of my coworkers, their sibling apparently uses Kick. And I was like, what? And she was just like, yeah, that's where they do all their streaming apparently. Well, that's what it sounds like. And it's just like, oh my gosh, like, okay. Like, I know you really want me to get into, like, having a financial side of my streaming stuff. Like, I'll get on it, like, eventually. But it's like, I don't think Kick's where I'm gonna end up.
That's how you get it done.
I do need to one day set up... Oh, is that the question mark? I ran right past it! Oh my gosh, I ran on that strip of beach. I am blind.
Are you ready?
Alright, I don't feel like fighting the panther eels, and if I desert wind them, they'll die.
Here goes! That's the end of that.
Alright. An angel of death guiding souls to the underworld. To set sail on a journey from which none can return, hold to the sky a box that plays a dark tune. I have that. See, these are all super easy. What the fuck? That axe made, like... No. That axe made me think. Where is it? Where's my dark juke? Do I not have any dark jukeboxes? No, I do. So when Devil starts streaming, are you gonna jump back into Everyone Misses You? Probably. Is he not? Wait, is he not streaming still? My God, was his surgery that? What's happened to him? Probably not though. Is that why you're here? You must be pretty desperate to be here.
Here we go.
Okay, let's do a war cry again. Yeah, no, that I turned chat off primarily for the harassment's sake, and that I was just tired of. And it's not that like I want people to like Google stuff for me. It's just that again, there's like times where I'll like ask a question, and it's like I feel so fucking psychopathic for this. But like I'll ask a question, and it's just like nobody responds, and then all of a sudden I'm just like, damn, like what about pineapple on pizza? And suddenly I've got like 9 fucking people fucking responding to me in my chat, just like, and it's just like, you motherfuckers, like, god damn it. I've got questions other than fucking pizza toppings and favorite type of cat. But I realized there were a lot of people that I was keeping out of my chat who did want to talk to me about the things that I wanted to talk about, and they were being punished for all the people who were basically using my chat. And like, I don't even have a problem. Like, I actually like the, oh god, I ran out of attack points. I'm sitting here mashing X and I have no attack points. I don't even mind when people come into my chats and advertise their own streams. I actually like it. Because, and this is awful to say, I don't have to, people have favorite types. Oh, that was another thing. I am not the pettiest person alive, but I'm definitely up there. I'm pretty fucking petty. But, what, I can't even remember what he said to me because it made me so mad. But Carp said something to me one day about, like, something about, like, the privilege of paying for expensive pizza. And, like, I can't even remember the whole conversation, but, like, that made me so fucking angry that, like, he borderline shamed me for how much I have to pay for pizza. Thankfully, I don't fucking live in, like, California where fucking shit's more expensive, but it was just like, It's like, I'm not fucking getting shamed for, like, my goddamn pizza prices right now. Oh my god. I forgot all about that until just now. Pizza was a triggering topic for, like, a month for me. I actually just ate, like, 4 days worth of pizza because I finally got over my fucking anger about all of that pizza. Oh my god, I had forgotten about that. I just recently found a pizza place that sells pizza, and again, this is all from fucking what Carp said to me about, like, ugh, I never pay that much for pizza, and it's like, I literally fucking have to. Like, what the, do you not understand, like, fucking prices across a country? Like, I can't explain to you economics if you don't understand that. I don't understand economics well enough. But, like, they were just like, I never pay that much for pizza. It's like, I fucking have to. But I recently found a gourmet pizza place that I'm saving, like, $6 or $7 per pizza. And it's made me feel really good about it. Because I'm like, oh my god, like, look how much money I'm not spending on pizza. Like, I'm not fucking Mr. Money Man over here. And, like, I finally just got over it and we're like, well, like, I literally, like, I don't have a fucking choice in what I pay for pizza. Like, why am I so up in arms about this? But, like, it's just who I am. Like, when people fucking insult me over petty shit like that, it's just like, I can't help but take it seriously. It's like, well, fuck you. Like, what do you pay for pizza? Oh, you'd never pay more than $20 for a pizza? Like, well, I'm eating at Little Caesars then. Like, a motherfucking hot and ready's like 13 bucks. Oh, no, nobody die, nobody die, nobody die. Hold on. I'm ranting about pizza prices. Nobody fucking die. Oh no! Did you see his little buddies? So, like, here's the funniest thing. And this is like the most mind-boggling part about this. I have been paying like 30. No, the pink things ran away. I killed the giant. I wonder if the pink things were actually the enemy. They ran away. I killed the giant chariot. I think they were driving. Are they still on it? Yeah, there they are. Look at them. Yeah, they're the little fucking. Wait, is that? Are they piloting one of these? No, they're different. Yeah, that's like a. I don't know much about Batman, but that's like a ventriloquist situation. They're the masterminds. Look, oh my god! There's a 1 and a 2. They're siblings. That one has 1 feather, that one has 2. Oh my god. The lore. Those little shits. A legendary raft that takes the souls of the living to the underworld. So is he's literally like art. He's just a raft. That sucks. What is my purpose? You're a boat. Oh. I still don't have this boss. I'm like so annoyed with this. I've had this boss for so long, but I don't have the item to do it. The Wayward Phantasm. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? Crystal Staff? What the fuck? Okay, so I actually don't have that. What the fuck? Where's the Crystal Staff? Oh, fuck, I haven't been there yet. Okay, well, shit. Alright, well, I think I am all caught up in side content.
I'm feeling remarkably spry today.
Yeah, no, it just like, I literally, like, felt so dirty for a moment, because it was just like, well, like, my mom's okay with me spending that money, like, should I be ashamed? Like, am I doing something wrong? Like, what am I fucking up here? And then, like, I realized, like, I've been spending that much on pizza because I go to a chain called Mellow Mushroom, and I have been going to that chain since, like, 2012. I've been paying the same price for pizza throughout the pandemic. Yes! And, like, so I get the holy shiitake with spinach on one half, and then on the other half, I get the buffalo chicken with, like, bacon and stuff like that. And it's like a $30-something pizza. And, like, I wish I had, it is recorded. It's in one of my YouTube videos. He, like, shamed me. Yes. I haven't had that one in a while. I was eating the Cosmic something for a while. But I recently found out that there's a pizza place near me that basically is like direct competition to Mellow Mushroom. And they sell a slightly smaller pizza, but they also do a Detroit style like deep dish. I would love to tell you, but you'd basically know what neighborhood I live in. So, do you live on the West Coast? I'll send you a message if you live on the West Coast. But like, it's literally a one-store chain. So like, I'd love to tell you, but with how much I've... Oh yeah, no, sad. I'll send it to you then. I trust you enough to not track me down. It's so fucking good. It's literally the best. If you like Mellow Mushroom and you ever end up in a very specific area, yeah, you might be able to, I'm just gonna send it to you now because you might be able to find me that way. Well, hello everyone. There's that. Got it. I think that's how you spell it. At least I know that if I recently get tracked down and doxed, it's you, and I know who to hunt down. I don't have many skills, so I'll have to hire someone, and they will find you, and I'm not sure what they'll do. But they make like a 8-slice Detroit-style pizza, and they do like, I think it's owned by 3 women who most likely just finished like a culinary school or like degree or something like that, because it's got like, instead of spinach, it's got arugula or dandelion greens, and like, yeah, it's fucking phenomenal. And I can get an 8-slice Detroit style pizza for like $22. I can get hot honey on my pizza now. I have heard of Shakey's. I'll have to add it to the list. I usually don't go somewhere unless somebody recommends it to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Devil recommended that Jack in the Box to me. I'm done on fast food recommendations, but pizza, I'll take. I don't think I've ever actually had a pizza I didn't like. I'll have to try it. I don't know if there's one near me though, but I used to travel. I've driven across the country 3 times, which sometimes I forget is not like a normal thing. Well, I've never done Maine to California because I'm gonna be honest, oh, I'm so sorry. I was gonna say this without hesitation. Let me say I'm sorry first, but I don't like California. Yeah. Like, I don't know if it's I don't like California, or if I don't like the people of California, or if I don't know. Wait, I didn't read the second half. I would be dead on my... So, I should be on my 600-pound life with how I eat, but one half of my family has a metabolism so high, and I don't know if it's like our metabolism's high or if it's our crippling anxiety, because I guess there's been a lot of study done on like chess grandmasters. If you say you have the best... So yeah, I have like the fastest metabolism like on the planet probably. Well, no, that's not true. I dated a girl who had to eat like 2,000 plus calories a day or else she like actively lost weight. She literally consumed Starbucks because it was the easiest way for her to not forget to consume the 2,000 calories so she wouldn't like lose weight. It was kind of crazy. Like she made me very empathetic, and this sounds psychopathic as well, for other human beings because, oh my god, this sounds awful, but dear god, I love that poor girl, but she didn't like it when people said like, oh my god, you're gonna love it, the next episode is so good, because she'd be like, ah, and it's ruined for her because all of a sudden the whole time she's watching the episode she's like, it's gonna be good. Something's gonna happen. It's gonna be good. And it's like, Jesus Christ, like, how bad is your fucking anxiety that, like, what? And then, like, on top of that, everybody was like, oh my god, you're so skinny. But, like, again, she actually would, like, get physically ill the following day if she didn't eat enough calories the previous day. And, like, nobody fucking understood that. And, like, I remember hanging out with her for, like, a few months and, like, seeing her eat. And it was just like, holy shit, like, you're fucked. Like, that costs so much to maintain. What the fuck? And she's just like, yeah, nobody really, like, kind of gets it. And it's just like, fucking what? But, like, I understood it because my metabolism's just, like, is not as high, but it was like, holy shit, like, I just get to eat whatever I want. But, like, you force feed yourself to, like, consume. It's like, damn. Okay, I think I'm done. I could go look for more mini-bosses. Actually, I think I have to go look for mini-bosses. I actually don't remember what I was doing. Well, I don't know if I'd say we dated. I don't know what the kids call it these days. Yeah, no, I have the good metabolism. I have the metabolism that gets people into their 40s, and then all of a sudden they end up on my 600-pound life, and they're like, what happened? And it's like, you drink 3 milkshakes a day that each contain 1,200 calories. And that's just your snacks. It's like, well, I've done it my whole life. And it's like, it had to catch up with you. You know it had to catch up with you. What would you call it? I would say that we dated, but she had dating PTSD, so she was very peculiar on that we weren't dating, and I respected that boundary. But after we like stopped seeing each other, I didn't know what to call it, but I very much felt like we dated. But it's fucking been, oh shit, yeah, I have to just continue on that story. That's right. Yeah, it's literally fucking what at this point. It's been fucking 6 years. I mean, like, it's either we were semi-romantic partners for a few months or we dated. But, like, we weren't completely romantic, so, like, that's not... It's literally better to say that we dated than to say that we were semi-romantic. Because I wouldn't even... we weren't even semi-romantic. Didn't even make it to that part of the relationship. But we didn't date. It was like... I guess the best way would be to say we were talking, but it wasn't talk. I don't know. There really was no good way to put a not label on it without putting a label on it. Because that's what putting a label on something is. But again, I respected as many boundaries of her as I could because again, from a distance, it was just like, damn. Fucking, you don't even like movies spoiled. Okay, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to go to another planet. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to go to another planet and check to make sure there's no mini bosses left. I really don't want to do this, but we're about to do some insane story stuff. I'd hate to even say this to you, Sake, but if you have any plans on playing this game, I don't know if you do, you may want to leave because I'm basically about to spoil all of the story after I find out if there's any mini bosses left. If you don't plan on playing this game, some crazy shit's about to happen. I'm a slave to graphics, so that's a no-go from me. Oh, so you're gonna... Okay, yeah, this game does look fucking great. I feel it. It is on PS4 and 5, so it does look even better on those, so I feel it. No, I'm kidding. You fucking graphics, ho. God damn.
I've been playing Crysis for the last 10 years.
My god, do you unironically like The Witcher 3 too? You do, don't you? You like The Witcher 3, don't you, Sake? You do! Graphics and Witcher can go together like... Never played a Witcher. Okay, I have a little more respect for you then.
Be careful. I sense something strange.
I am very particular as well, hence the reason why I play mostly PS2 games from a certain company from 20 years ago. I play Dragon's Dogma still to this day, and Dragon's Dogma 2 was literally not to my likings, and I just don't play it because I didn't like it. Oh, coming soon? God damn it. And I just didn't like it. Simple as. Simple is.
Be careful, everyone.
That's also my problem. Like, I love... like, really trying to integrate myself into communities and stuff like that and get to know, like, the big figures and whatnot. But, like, Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy are two games that have, like, rubbed me the, like, so wrong way. Because the fandoms are like, you gotta like all of them. You gotta like all of them. And then, like, a sliver of, like, maybe 15% of the fandom's like, fuck you guys, you can like whatever you want. And it's just like, okay, like, I don't like all of them. Like, I can barely like one, maybe two of the franchise, like... Please, I can't. And they're just like, you have to. Play them all in order. I like games that look nice with some whiz-me, like, okay, Mario or Spyro. I like the area of Fire Emblem. Yeah, understandable. I'm actually waiting on... I don't have 10 for the PS2, but I have 10-2 for the PS2. But I'm waiting for the Steam version of the remaster because I want to play the Monster Arena on 10-2. But I want to do a min-max playthrough of those games. 10-2 is going to be a nightmare because apparently you have to do 3 playthroughs in order to get the last playthrough that's like 103% or something like that. But Final Fantasy XII is my favorite. I recommend Final Fantasy XII to everybody, but I do that knowing the vast majority of people aren't going to like it, but... no, I've never actually played 10, but I grew up watching my brother play 10, and then 10-2 came out, and it was still too difficult for my childlike mind. And then by the time that I could actually like understand how to like put prompts into a JRPG, 12 had come out, and 12 had become like my childhood obsession. So yes, and it's gotten to the point where it's joined a grouping of games like Chrono Trigger, Mother, Undertale, and like Final Fantasy X and some other games where like I'm afraid to play them because if I don't love it, I'm gonna feel like I'm not a real gamer. Like Kingdom Hearts 2. I don't like it. I genuinely, like, the more that I play them as an adult, I don't like the Kingdom Hearts games. They are literally designed against me. Like, they have damaged floors and ceilings to prevent people from getting too overpowered or from being too weak, which is like literally against the way that I play. The best Keyblades in the game are typically not the hardest ones to farm, so meaning if you farm the best Keyblades, you're wasting your time. It's a nightmare to get to the max level in the games because you don't need to be, because they, again, are artificially made it pointless. And then the fourth slot is like, again, even if you do get to those max power points, they've damage ceilinged you. So like, it actually doesn't matter. Like, even if you do all of it to have the perfect save file, they've just literally made it so that you're playing a normal save file. It literally is, like, I love the game so much. But like, the way that I play now as an adult, like the way that I go in, it's like I actually have to speed run to avoid grinding because it makes me like remember like, oh yeah, like don't overdo it because you're gonna get punished at fucking anything above. I think it's like, it's wild. I think max strength in Kingdom Hearts 2 is like 83 or something like that, but the actual max is like 156. And like, that's so soul crushing. Yeah, so like, but like, that's the thing that kills me, because when I grew up, it wasn't my goal. My goal like that didn't really start until, I don't know, late high school. Like late high school.
A small break.
Is when I really got into it. But like, as I've gotten older and stuff like that, and you know, like challenge runs and Twitch and stuff like that has really grown the grinding culture, I've realized it's how I enjoy playing games. And just depressingly,
Don't we
Kingdom
have to
Hearts
hurry?
was anti-designed around that. These games are too, but not as much. Alright, I am gonna have to shut up for a minute, because this is about to get crazy, I think.
Don't fall behind, okay?
Is this it? Oh, wait, yeah, shit, we're going in. Oh, there's a save crystal down here, son of a bitch. What the fuck? Oh.
Wow. What is this place for, I wonder?
It's wonderful. Maybe this is where Eden's secrets are.
Hey there, folks. How's everything going?
Yes, he's alive.
It's you. What are you doing here?
Oh, how remarkable. This architecture is made by ancient hands. Brilliant.
Look, this place is dangerous. Go back.
I will not. Oh, I see. I know what you're up to. You're just trying to blow me off so you can have the treasure all to yourselves.
No, you literally
Don't
died.
worry. I'm not interested in any treasure. It's a matter of pride as an archaeologist, you see.
Oh, he's like the dude
So
from
don't mind
Avatar: The
me.
Last Airbender.
Hey, wait!
Oh boy, that guy is such a troublemaker.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make a save here. Because now yeah. Do you think he lived in fear of Wang Qitong the whole time, or do you think he eventually left him alone to read? Because Wang Qitong seemed pretty fucking angry the last time we saw him. But the man's corpse was holding a book when you see it in...
Getting lost could
When
cost
do you
us our
see it the
lives.
second time?
Watch yourself.
You definitely see his skeleton, don't you? Is it in the Legend of Korra? No. Yes? No. Oh, look at these chests. Ancient Scroll 3. Trumpet of Glory. Okay, it is in Korra. I need to rewatch all that. I haven't watched any of it in a long time because I get bitter and angry talking to the Reddit fandoms. Because I can't not engage in communities. Because, like, every so often you see somebody asking a genuinely good question, and it's just like, damn, I want to be a part of this fucking conversation. I am not he who knows 1,000 things, but that is my my picture on Reddit, is Wang Qitong. Or what is it called? The little image you get to pick. Oh wow, I could have used unconscious defense earlier. I kept getting knocked out. Fire resistance. I know somebody needs that. There it is. HP up. That's helpful, but it's not game changing. Who else needs a trumpet? HP up as well. Okay. And defense up. Neat. What do we have here? AP efficiency. That's a great one. Oh, death break. I can afford that. But it honestly, it like, I started to hate Avatar. Because I was just like, man, I'm a Korra fan. Like, all the way. Like, fucking, Korra's better than Avatar. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Fucking, everybody who says Avatar is better than Korra is fucking media literate. And I realized eventually that they were ruining my perception of Avatar. And, like, I do love Avatar a lot, but, like, I do have to thank them because it opened my eyes to the flaws in which Avatar has. But I haven't watched either in a while. Just because and this is one of the greatest unlock boards in the world because you don't actually have to know what you're doing. You just click. You either do or you don't have it. I like it because despite the cringe love triangle and everything else, I feel like it deals with more mature themes in an actual mature way. Whereas, like, Avatar gets the fucking, like, hey, we got genocide. Hey, we've got fucking torture scenes. Hey, we've got familial betrayal. But, like, it still has fucking, you wanna go penguin sledding? And, like, Korra's got, and I know that's a first episode grab, but Korra's got, like, just as big of issues, but they actually handle it in a way that makes you feel like you're watching an adult show. Now, again, yes, but, like, no, at the same time. You can't convince me that the monks weren't, like, and again, I've seen the show countless times, probably at least 10 times. So, like, I've seen it. But, like, there's no way that the monks wouldn't have actually been slightly more mature than Korra's already. Korra seemed more like a kid in her first 2 minutes when she jumps out going, I'm the Avatar, than like Aang does when they show him actually like contemplating his like thoughts as the Avatar. Yes, 4 days before he found out he was the Avatar, he was much more childlike. But like, man, you can't convince me that a kid raised on a fucking temple in the clouds wouldn't have been more mature about things than fucking... Korra was like the least immature person in the fucking like room. But like, again, it's just, she somehow comes out as the more mature character, and it's just like, I don't know. I like that. I think it's handled better. I think Aang could have been handled as more immature. I guess, yeah, arrogant is better than immature. I guess arrogant is a better word. But, like, I guess I'm still one of those people who struggle with, like, the whole... Literally, up until the last moment of the show, he's, like, arguing with Yang Chen, because he's like, I won't kill! And it's like, motherfucker, you asked. Like, you asked the question. And again, that leads me into, like, one of the things that, like, I never actually, like, even as, like, into my adult years, questioned this until the people on Reddit got me so fired up that I was like, I don't like Avatar. That I actually did start acknowledging the Reddit posts where people were like, oh yeah, let's give it up for fucking what's the word? Deus Ex Machina? Deus Ex Machina? But The Rock that fucking re-unlocks his Avatar state, and it was like, oh wait, yeah, what the fuck? I never paid attention to that, what the fuck? And like, again, it's just, again, like, I used to praise fucking, yeah, Avatar's better than fucking Korra in every way, blah, 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 blah. And then I had my eyes open one day.
This far.
But, no, I like them both. I actually really like, Season 2. And again, goofily enough, I like Season 2. Okay, I think I'm gonna get this out before the story starts. Nobody knows where this is, Jaster. I actually, what's her name from Parks and Rec? I can't remember her name, but I love her and Bolin. Yeah, it's just means to an end. But like, again, it's lazy writing to have the love triangle at the start, because like it's almost comical because like they're almost the same. Well, not really. I wouldn't even say that there's bad love writing at the start of Avatar, but like, there's bad shoehorn stuff at the start of Avatar as well, and Korra. And then by the end, they're both, like, better. But, she's April from Parks and Rec. But she plays the twin sister from, the Water Tribe in The Legend of Korra. And she dates Bolin. I cannot remember. Eska. Is it Eska? Eska and Urska? No, not Opal. Season 2 is so good just for Eska. He is mine, and I will keep him. Desna, yes. Oh my god. I fucking love... And it wasn't as good, but I think they tried to replicate the Mai and Ty... May and Ty Lee betrayal of Azula when Deska gets his ass beat by his dad. I get a feeling when you see the faces that it's like it's a callback, and I think that gets overlooked a lot. All right. Oh shit. Is this just a dungeon? Oh shit. I thought we were getting lore. Oh fuck. Am I just jumping? I'm dumb. Oh god.
Here they come.
I'm dumb. I'm going straight. Oh shit. What the fuck are these? Let's change equipment real quick. Huh, I thought we were getting lore.
Praise to all the many spirits.
Skull neck. Oh my god. The skull necklace is an item from Dark Cloud 1. That's the skull pendant that you give to Goro that signifies you killed the serpent that ate his dad. Talk to you later, Sake. Wow, I just realized that after playing through Dark Cloud. Man. You
How did they
can't
build
do it. I gotta
something like
convince more
this?
people to play these games, I guess.
I'll take you on. Are you ready? Over there.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, I mean, you can, and honestly, name an episode, and you don't have to respond to this, you can take off. I dare anybody to name an episode of Korra worse than The Great Divide. At least a binge of Korra doesn't come with The Great Divide. Fucking at me. At me. Try to at me.
Take you on.
I'll watch any episode you can recommend from Korra and compare it directly to The Great Divide.
Good. You all right?
Although the Serpent Pass does cook.
Those
but-
guys were no challenge at all.
Man, Korra just slaps. You get Zahir. All of season 3,
I can't believe a
It's
place
just-
like this existed
it's
in
just
the middle
too
of a
good.
desert.
honestly, I'd have to go back and watch. I don't even think there's a single bad episode of season 3. It's just so good. You know what? I'm gonna go back. I wonder if that cutscene triggered anything.
Here they come.
Here they come.
Sometimes when you go into new dungeons, oh shit, I'm dead. I'm so over leveled. What the fuck?
Thanks.
You could beat this game at like level 40. How am I dying still?
Thanks. Don't cross our path.
We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
That's a fair point.
The ruin puzzle, everything. It's all on another order of magnitude.
Lilica, you adapt quickly. From being from a jungle planet, I gotta give you that. Alright, so I didn't even think about that. We just transitioned into a new dungeon. We
Won't
saw
you
a
wanna rest
cutscene.
soon?
Just shut the fuck up. I'll kick you off the team as soon as I can. Shit. Yeah, let's fucking, yeah. I wonder if it unlocked a bunch of bosses for us. Damn it, dude. No, I always do this. I'm like, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do everything available, and then I walk 20 feet forward, and there's a, it's either a save point or a save point and a cutscene every time. Oh, no, yes. Ooh. I really don't want to check all the stores. I'm finally realizing that there's something the devs have done. I don't know who it is. Somebody's used like an algorithm. But there is something with the ratio of
Don't fall
food
behind,
that you're
okay?
sold to like the insect. I don't know. There's got to be something you can unlock from the Insectatron that I'll have to figure out on my next playthrough with how much food I'm. It's got to be just enough food to get like the right bugs to win the right. I don't know. There's something. I'm realizing, though, that's why it let me buy random amounts of food here and there. Okay, so nothing new. I'm glad I checked. What do we got? Desert Idol. The Winged Traveler. Fallen Monarch. The Labyrinth Terror. Rogue Pirates. Okay, so that's probably going to be in the Nebula space. That's gonna come out here in probably the next cutscene. That could be in any of the Three Kings dungeons. The Winged Traveler sounds badass as fuck. Alright, so nothing new.
Be careful, everyone.
Oh, here we go. Damn, I thought I was about to do some story stuff. Okay, Jesus Christ. I couldn't remember if that was a skip to the menu button or... Oh my god. I did just kind of recently save, but... Yeah, go back to title. Oh my god. Oh. Who does that? Oh shit! I remember talking to somebody about the labyrinth, actually.
The ruin puzzle, everything. It's all on another order of magnitude.
Who was that? I was talking to somebody recently about the labyrinth. Well, recent's kind of relative.
Getting lost could cost us our lives. Watch yourself.
Who would I even have talked to about this game? Oh, shit.
Here they come.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave again.
Mr. Rhodes!
Oh, shit, these guys are badass as fuck. Again, Elden Ring, take note.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
Oh, wow, excellent. They drop really good items. Okay, so that's, okay. That's not good. Yeah, that's not good. I was thinking to myself, maybe I should go back and actually buy some resources, because this place is called the Labyrinth. Oh, wait, yeah, shit, oops. And the fact that they just dropped, good resources tells me that, yeah, this is probably going to be brutal. If the enemies you are fighting are dropping healing items consistently, things are not good, or the devs have no faith in you. Either the devs are like, okay, like, you need this to survive, like, it's how you play the game. Or, they're like, yeah, you suck at this game. And it's like, what the fuck, you don't even know me. Yeah, well, everybody sucks at this game. But, like, that's not always true. That's how you have games where, like, you have all those items at the end, and you're like, well, what the fuck was I supposed to do with all this? And it's like, you're supposed to use it. And it's like, I never needed it. What the fuck? But then there's games where, like, you're playing, and you're just like, ah, the boss kills you in 2 hits. How are you supposed to do this? And it's like, well, after he hits you once, before he hits you the second time, you pause the game, heal up, and then he hits you the second time, and you heal up, and then you have a chance to fight him. And it's like, wait, what? And it's like, yeah, you pause in between the hits and heal up. And it's like, well, how's that fun? It's like, well, it's what you have to do. I guess we'll just take those. Did he not have tri-heals? No. Interesting. Oh no. Alright, not so bad. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff. Good, 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 good. Let's go to the other store and check his goods. He might have tri-heals. Tri-heals are really helpful. If not, we can just stock up.
Be careful, everyone.
God, just even Pro bending was like so good. Alright, so no triples. Okay. That kind of sucks. You know what? There's a guy out in the desert.
Be careful. I sense something strange.
There's a guy way out in the desert.
Here they come.
Here they come!
Entering
See?
battle, everyone.
Invincible.
That's the end of that.
There is a merchant in the sands. I think he's like right inside. He might have better loot. Well, actually, that's not true. He should have better loot. He's like fucking 5 chapters later into the game.
Let's keep on moving.
It's not quite right inside, but... Alright, that'll have to do, I guess.
We're not on the wrong path, are we?
Yes, I did fix that. I did. I am so terribly sorry about that. I did that to prevent some people from harassing me while I did my fishing, because for some reason it attracts people to harass me. But welcome in. What is your icon? TwitchCon 2024 San Diego. Very nice. I genuinely thought it was the painting from The Simpsons, and I was just like, how did you get that?
These are the ruins of Egypt.
What do I need to do? But, ugh. Yeah, I don't know if it's so much has to do with the fishing, or if it has to do with the fact that there is a prominent dark cloud figure
Getting
in the
lost
community
could cost us our lives.
who was basically
yourself.
like the guy, and then I appeared out of nowhere and took his records from him. And it, like, genuinely a lot of people got weird about that. So, like, I don't know if it was particularly the fishing, or if it was that I did something to their knight in shining armor while he couldn't defend himself because he was currently away from me. I don't know. But, like, I had people join and they were like, hey, are you having a manic episode? Like, what's going on? It's like, no, I'm just doing a fishing stream. And they're like, I don't know, man. You've been fishing a lot lately. And it's like, I don't know what to tell you, dude. Like, I like fishing.
The souls of the defeated.
And just, like, stuff like that. I had a guy who would come in and constantly say, you is
Let's
woman.
keep on moving.
Are you woman? Is you woman? And I couldn't tell if that was like a translation issue or like they were actually trying to be mean to me.
Are you ready?
I just assumed after a while they were just trying to be. Oh wait,
Good.
I can't tell if I'm fighting with the game or not. Yeah, so like I didn't necessarily, like, when I first started, like, fishing and stuff, I didn't even know about the guy. Well, actually, that's not true. I did know about him, but I didn't know he fished. I just knew he made glitches. And then, like, once we found that, like, he caught record-sized fish, we were like, yo, this is our guy. And then, it's kind of crazy how it, oh, nice, a Trumpet of Glory. I'm looking for those. I literally left a comment on one of his videos where I was just like, hey, like, I'm trying to catch record fish, and, like, I'm not really having any luck. Like, could you give me some pointers? Like, just reaching out. And then literally 2 days later, I, like, catch the world record size fish for the Dark Cloud 2 community. And it was just, like, so exciting. But, like, when I posted it, nobody was, like, really excited for me. It was kind of weird. It was such a weird moment for me. Because I was like, oh, like, I'm gonna try, like, this is gonna take a while, like, who knows how rare this could be, like,
Popping up like crazy.
this guy's got, like, 14 years of posting fish, and his biggest fish is 176 centimeters, like, wow, like, okay. Like, I don't even know what to make of that. Like, he's spent 14 years fishing, apparently, and his record's what? Oh, God. And then literally after, like, a week, I beat his record.
It is beautiful.
And it was like, oh. Okay, so no chests up here. And I just literally didn't know what else to do but keep fishing. But anyways, like, what do you do when you accidentally take a world record? Like, as something as arbitrary as fishing in a cult classic PS2 game. So, like, I don't even remember what I made the title. But I was basically like, shit, like, do I even deserve this? Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've only been at this for, like, 4 days. 2 days at best. Like, do I deserve this fish? Like, I don't want to brag about it. Like, what do I say? So I made a post with the new world record fish. And I think I said I'd rather be fishing. Yeah, I said I'd rather be fishing. And the comment I got was, how even? It's a record for size and for weight by a huge margin. And I said, yes. Okay, so get ready for this. So I said, I've spent like 36 of the last 120 hours sitting in front of a PS2 catching fish. Like, literally, I spent 36 hours just grinding. I think I did 3 12-hour, like, recordings. And this person said, I have probably spent 10 to 15 hours total at Shigura Village with maxed lure rod, and my max was 151 for size, 474 for weight, but was fishing from the closest spot to the entrance, so either the fish is bigger in the place you're fishing, or you're just really lucky to get those monsters. Maybe both. And it's just like, okay, I've spent twice as much time as you. If I go back and look, your records are the same as my records when I had the same amount of time. It's like, it's just, what the fuck do you want from me? And then here's what the other person said. So again, I said I'd rather be fishing. I'm talking to this other person, and this guy just comes in and says this. You've got to keep in mind that Pokemon Fan 4000 wasn't using a lure rod. He was using a bait rod with a glitched on minnow lure. And, like, eventually I just went back and edited the comment and was just like, why did you have to show up and defend him? Like, he's not even involved outside of, like, he's in second place now. But, again, I've started to realize that I think a lot of those people from that community genuinely think of him as, like, some sort of figure. And, like, me beating his fish was, like, actually a fucked up thing to do, I think. Oh, I'm dead. What the fuck? These guys hit hard. I'm like way over leveled. These guys hit hard. I'm missing something.
That's the end of that.
But it's really why I've like started to reach out and branch out and hang out in other people's streams. That's why okay, so since she's not here, is it lo-fi or loaf? Am I saying it wrong? Am I not in on the know? Do I look like an idiot every time I say that? It's both. Okay, thank God. I was like, I started noticing like I'm the only one that says lo-fi, and I'm like, oh God.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
Okay, I was just like, oh God, is she just being nice and like not correcting me? Like, I don't know.
We're gonna have
Okay, that makes me feel better. But it's why I've been like going to other people's streams and stuff, because like honestly, like the Reddit community is like, I don't know, they're like okay with it being a cult classic. Oh, that makes me feel much better. It makes me, oh, Lilith is dead. It makes me feel bad when people are like, I don't want to say too passive, but like I say something that makes them upset and they don't say anything to me, because like I'd want to know. I'd want to know if I'm upsetting somebody.
Let's keep on moving.
I was just like, oh God, why is everybody saying loaf and I'm saying lo-fi? But okay, that does make me feel much better. But no, it's like, it's the whole reason why I've started finding other streamers and stuff.
Are you ready?
Because it's just like, I want to, oh, these guys have reflect, interesting. I want to chat with people who don't worship a couple people. Oh my gosh, not that I used the wrong pronoun on somebody the other day, but I was literally standing in line for something at the grocery store, and I like said something just casually, and I was just like, yeah, sorry guys, I'll get to you in a minute. And like I turned around and it was a bunch of teenage girls just staring at me like, did he just call us guys? And it was just like, I'm 30. I just say guy, bro, and dude. I'm sorry.
Hope it all goes well.
I'm almost certain I like panic said I'm sorry guys and then ran out of there with my little Debbie's spilling out of my arms.
I'll take you on.
Like that fucking meme of the Pepe frog where he's sitting there with his lunch tray on the ground. Wow, that attack hurts. Yeah, so I didn't even try to do a speed run. I tried to get some save files set up because I was watching when he was doing his routing. So I was like, oh, you know what? I've got a save file right at the lava bridge. I'll go unlock the lava bridge.
We're gonna have trouble getting through.
The focus it takes to maintain those diagonals is absurd. It literally gave me a headache trying to remember, like, you have to diagonal. You're not going fast enough. You're not going fast enough. You're not going fast enough. You have to diagonal. It's absurd. I have played Dark Cloud so much in my life, but like I can't even do it. I can't even focus that much on like diagonal. It's absurd. The knowledge and focus it takes. It's just, again, it's not even just focus. It's knowledge and like, again, then the actual ability to perform. And then do 10 hours of resets because you didn't like your chapter 2s. It's just a whole other fucking, ugh.
Those guys were no challenge at all.
And like, maybe if I ever actually got to like speak with Pokemon Fan 4000. So I need to actually sit down and watch an entire Close to War stream.
We'll have to break through.
Because I want to find out what his blink, because he recruits Blinkhorn, doesn't he? I want to find out what his Blinkhorn time is. He has to be the world record holder. Because one time I like accidentally got an insane Blinkhorn, and I've never been able to find anybody who like has tied it. And I'm guessing Close to War is like so far beyond it. But every time I try to find where like he's in a Blinkhorn race, I just end up watching 10 hours of him fucking resetting a different part of the game. Yeah, so like I basically have to watch the whole VOD because I just don't know when in the speedrun he does it.
That was a cinch.
I've tried clicking through, but I'm not skilled enough. I end up skipping it obviously, but
Courage and foolhardiness are not the same thing.
Here they come.
Here they come.
Here I come!
But no, it's like, it's hard for me to like even want to talk to like Pokemon fans just because like his fans worship him so much.
Let's keep going.
But like I want to respect him. Like the guy fucking apparently discovered the broken dagger. Like, hell yeah. Oh Jesus!
Kisala, what's the matter?
Oh, I was theorizing this. I was wondering if she was a fucking
It'll
stolen Eden child or a rescued baby or something. Oh, that's not good.
What's happening?
It's been going on for a little while now. Something's drawing nearer to me. I can feel it. I don't know. It's almost as if something's trying to stop me from getting near Eden. That's what it feels like.
Eden. Why? What's your connection to Eden?
I have no idea.
We need the fruits of Eden.
I just know that I can feel it. Something's getting closer. I'm fine now. Let's keep moving.
Okay, sure. So these are the ruins of Eden.
Alright, so that was more story. So there's a chance that caused some mini-bosses to appear at the store. This game's really weird and, like, there's no definitive, like, this is when stuff becomes available at the stores. Or, like, hey, now you can go buy new stuff at the shops. I usually just check after every cutscene, but... Oh, shit, he's confused. And beating my ass.
Thanks.
What the fuck gets rid of confusion? Oh, smelling salts. Makes sense.
Mr. Rogue!
Those guys were no challenge
Have
at
you
all.
ever played Rogue Galaxy? This is like pure spoilers, if so.
We're gonna have
Like
trouble
the
getting through
purest
here.
form of spoilers.
Can we really win this?
Or if not. If not? If so. I have no idea what I just said.
Here they come. Are you ready? We're not done yet.
Yeah, so I'm actually like new to all of this. I've only, oh my god, they confused him again. I've only ever actually played Dark Cloud 2, and then this last like 4 or 5 months has been like a lot of other games. Understandable. That is a good point. Without context, it doesn't really mean much. And on top of that, every game has an Eden.
That's how you get it done.
What, June? What? Oh, there's no sun out today. You probably are mad about that. Oh, not items, allies. No, you can't have my chair, though. I stood on the wood flooring yesterday. It's not even wood, it's fucking fake wood. I stood on the fake wood flooring yesterday, and now my heels hurt. No, I stood for like 6 hours, and now my heels hurt. I get the chair today. You're 6 pounds. I'll win this. Don't. You ate an hour ago. I know you've pooped. You are not a 7-pound cat at this moment. You're a 6-pound cat. I will take you. The looms. Hey, Silent Night! It's where they also left the cornucopia. Nice. Arkham. That's a... Which... I actually don't know all the Batman games by name. Is that the one with the bad PC port? Or is it the one with the billion Joker statue? Or not Joker, Riddler statue. I can't even actually... That might be the same game. I actually don't know the Batman games at all. I need to get back to my Dark Cloud 2 grind, but I genuinely don't know what to do about that because I'm like... God, this is the lamest thing I think I've ever said in my life. I'm doing leading research and it's all me, and I'm kind of tired. I want somebody else to take over for a bit. Lo-Fi doing that fucking... That little snap... Magic... Mathematics, whatever it was. I don't know how she figured that out so quick. Oh, it's... Okay, it's the... Okay. I've only recently gotten into, like, comics and stuff like that. I don't know why, I just never was into superheroes growing up. It took me a while to, like, really get into superheroes and anime. Despite, like, actually growing up with it, I just never got into it.
Grant peace to the souls of the defeated.
Yeah! It was literally... I was just sitting there like, I don't know what you're working with right now. Like, I saw the numbers go up, but like, what? And it's just like, wait, hold on. It did go up by 2. Are you shitting me? And then like, I started messing with my save file and I was just like, oh my god. It all makes sense. It's just like, how did you figure that out? What? But, no, I used that plus everything I had figured out, and I don't know if you got to see the specific message that pops up. What did it say again? I have it screenshot. It's a very weird message. What, Jojo? Oh, did your sister wake you up and... Oh, did she bite you? Oh, she bit you. Oh, she's biting you now! June, stop biting her! God damn, guys. You fed your... Okay, so its name's Kaji. You fed Kaji, but it seems to be fully grown. So I kept getting that message, you fed Kaji, but it seems to be fully grown. And it's like, okay, I know my fish isn't fully grown. So I did a little research, and people were also having that problem. And it was like, okay, well, how are they solving that problem? And they were breeding their fish, but nobody knew why that problem was happening. Well, I realized that if you breed the fish after that, you don't really have much room to feed it. And if you use Lo-Fi's formula, it makes you realize that, yeah, once the stats get to a certain point, they add so many points that you can't. You can't feed the fish anymore, because if you do breed it, the stats add up to such a number that the point total will be too high. So if you want to breed your fish for most efficiency, you have to make sure the stat's below 15. Again, how she figured out it was 15 that fast is beyond me. But she's right. So, you have to breed your fish with stats below 15 points, but feed it enough that it can grow to the maximum value. And if you do that, you get that message. That message appears at exactly 7.8 centimeters of growth if you get exactly 0.3 every growth. Now, you can get 0.1, 0.2, or 0.3 centimeters growth. So it's kind of rare to get a 0.3 growth every time. But it all works together to add up to, that's the most you could probably grow the perfect fish, which would be 192.8 centimeters, giving you exactly 200 centimeters flat. And I think this is all working together because it's pretty well known that if you have a fish with 101 stat and you feed it, the game can just freeze and you're just stuck there. And I'm wondering if the same thing happens if you get a fish to be too big. And level 5 basically just made it so that big fish are basically impossible to get, to make it so that people didn't have to deal with that problem. Now again, that could just be crazy mathematics, but I also just watched a woman predict a fucking formula off of a single fish with fucking low stats. I don't know.
All right.
I'm just working with what I got. But I think I am on the hunt for a 192.2 centimeter fish in Dark Cloud 2.
That's the end of that.
June, you're good. Quit
Can we
digging.
really win this?
God, she's stuck in the litter box. I love that cat to death, but sometimes she gets stuck in the litter box.
Burton's a little too eager, isn't he?
She'll like dig one of the corners out, and then like, I don't know if she has OCD or something, but she'll start digging another corner out, and then she'll start digging another corner out, and then eventually she ends up with a giant pile in the middle. And then sometimes she jumps out, but usually at that point I just have to go in there and lift her up out of the litter box because it's just easier. I think that's what she's doing. Dude! God, I love those cats, but
This is not good.
oh my god, they are. They're hitting us with confusion. Holy shit. Thank God you can use an item while you're confused. But again, I hate saying it, but like, I'm cutting edge research.
What a bother.
I don't have any information to work off of. There might be other fish who grow more. There might be fish who grow faster. I don't know.
Getting lost could cost us
It's
our
so
lives.
difficult to
Watch
fucking
yourself.
like find information first off, let alone like finding new information. Although I will say I actually did find somebody who had been sitting on a dark cloud glitch for like almost a decade, they said, and they'd never shared it, and I got them to share it.
To all the many spirits.
I mean, like, did you have a bunch of, like, information on getting fishing medals? Because honestly, like, the only new information on getting fishing medals is just level up flight and resilience. Because resilience lets you catch bigger fish, and flight lets you actually, like, have access to, like, a broader range of fish. So instead of just being able to catch, like... It's really hard to explain, but more or less, like, there's an entire spectrum of fish in Dark Cloud 2, and flight basically allows you to access the full spectrum, we think. And then, again, resilience lets you catch heavier fish, so it keeps you from losing those big fish. So you basically level them up together. But, like, again, nobody's ever actually looked at the code, so it's literally just up to people to spend hundreds of hours. Oh, I've never actually done that's not true. One time I did all the trophies for Apex Legends because they were really easy, and I was like, oh, look at me, I'm gonna get the platinum. And it glitched out, and I have all the trophies done, but I don't have the platinum because it glitched, and I've never done a trophy since. I also was just not into collecting achievements back in the day on Xbox. So, like, I don't know. It just never was for me, but I mean, I'm a huge grinder. I like the challenges, so it's not that I don't like trophies. I don't know. I've never particularly been a collector of them, but I do like them. I like adding the knowledge to my list. I like thinking about them. But yeah, I didn't actually know that was a trophy. One thing I have a problem with trophies, though, is that they usually don't count post-game stuff. I always thought that was weird. Like, post-game dungeons are almost never counted in trophies. Oh shit, it's 2 hours and 13 minutes. I was supposed to end the episode. What the fuck? Oh, that's probably not good.
Huh?
Oh, is she a princess?
What is all this?
Oh god, are we getting one-pieced?
I think it's bowing to you, Kasala.
What? To me? But why?
I don't know. But that's what it feels
Oh,
like.
is there? Okay, that's good. It's funny that I knew that it didn't have it for Dark Cloud 1, but I didn't know that it didn't have it for Dark Cloud 2, the game I actually played. That's so weird. That's so freaking...
Sounds
What
like
a
it's
weird...
talking, but I don't know what it's saying.
I think it's trying to communicate with us.
Oh, well, that's not good. Wait.
Huh?
What is it? What are you trying to say?
Ragnar?
Kisala, be careful, it's acting weird.
Hey, robot! Stop that!
Well, she sounds like a queen.
It's no good. It doesn't understand.
Automatically ordering... Oh, Jesus Christ! What kind of weapons were those? What are those? So we're gonna hit it with... Actually, you know what? Let's try a voodoo dance first. See if we can lower its defense. I like to watch the animations when I'm in boss fights.
Just make it stop moving.
Make it stop moving. Like, actually... I have a freeze shot. Was that... You think she was being serious? Honestly, probably for the best, Dark Cloud 1 doesn't have post-game trophies that... So, this is something I'm coming to terms with, because, again, I don't necessarily like the Dark Cloud community, and I don't like how much they fight over which game is better, and it's made me, like, bitter to, like, oh, this game's better. I was actually just talking about how the Avatar fandom made me not like Avatar, because they constantly were like, Avatar is better than Korra. but obviously I like both. I just was tired of people saying one's better than the other. Anyways, the 100 floor dungeon and the minimum dungeon challenge that comes with Dark Cloud. So like, I guess this is weird too. But you know how when you save in Dark Cloud, it keeps track of how many times you've gotten into the dungeon? You really can't. That's honestly what it boils down to, is you can't compare them. Besides the fact that they come from the same universe. But like, I don't get how this isn't more popular. But like, I want to say this so bad, but you know how there's a minimum dungeon challenge in Dark Cloud? Because it keeps track of how many times you've gone into the dungeon, so like you can technically do a minimum. Doing the minimum dungeon challenge in Dark Cloud and then doing the 100 floor dungeon without leaving may be one of my favorite gaming experiences of all time. Yes, I had to sit down for 8 hours to finish all 100 floors, but like the strategy that went into it, making sure that I had back floor keys and enough repair powder to like farm certain floors to get more repair powder, and then like all of a sudden it's like, oh no, I'm out of revival powder. Which enemies drop revival powder? I gotta farm those. Oh no, I'm out of repair powders again. I gotta get more. There's only 20 floors left. Okay, I've got to plan out which floors have repair powders, and it was so... It honestly, to me, it was peak Dark Cloud dungeon crawling. Knowing what enemies drop what weapons, having steel on my weapons to steal them, knowing what elements to use on which end. It was so fucking good. Honestly, the people complain about this game's post-dungeon so much that, like, I'm so excited for it. I'm so excited for this game's post-game dungeon. Oh shit, he just fucking wrecked me. It's like one of the things people have warned me about most. They're just like, oh yeah, get ready. Get ready. And it's just like, oh, for what? Like, what could be so bad? Holy shit, what do you guys like? But I'm realizing that, like, it might just be the fact that, like, I like grinding in games. I might be totally ready for this challenge.
Alright.
That's so funny, because I've never finished Dark Cloud 2, because I think it's too much of a grind. That's hilarious. I've never finished Dark Cloud 2, technically, because I think it's too much of a grind. It's actually really funny. I have to say though, if you like Dark Cloud 2, okay, yeah, that's a fair point. That's a wonderful point. I will say though, all of that is crammed into floor 100. I have to say, all 99 floors of that nonsensical bullshit is made worth it in just the final fight of floor 100. And I shouldn't even say that, because it's only possible to get the dialogue if you have Steve the Slingshot. But there is, it makes it worth it. Not the greatest reward, but I'll take it. Oh, then yeah, honestly, the 100 floors, or the 99 floors suck. But floor 100 in Super Steve makes the whole thing worth it. The whole thing worth it.
I don't understand. Who are you? Do you know me?
Hey, you understand our language.
So you do know me. What is it? Please, tell me.
Oh my god, is this Super Steve?
What's this?
I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it's trying to tell us something. Maybe it's trying to give us a clue by opening its chest.
Should we put something in its chest? It could be missing a major circuit or something.
Listen, you wait here, okay? There might be something further ahead. Let's just keep going and maybe we'll get lucky.
I guess so.
Damn! That happens in Dark Cloud as well. You literally, this happens in Dark Cloud as well! You fight Gol and Syl, the giant silver and gold robot, and they're like, hey, do you think this human understands us? And it's like, well, I don't know, but we have to fight him. Level 5, what is with you make me fight robots that just don't speak the same language as me? Like, actively making me feel like a bad guy.
Be careful, everyone.
Oh god. Oh god. Oh, okay. I feel claustrophobic. Oh, it's a sheep. I really need to finish Dark Cloud 2. I just always get, like, burnt out by the time I get to that point. And then the flip side of it is, I just think most of the best weapons don't look cool. Like, I just genuinely don't want to play with Island King and everything. And I know you don't have to, but, like, I just, again, by that point, I'm just like,
Can we really win
meh.
this?
But I do need to finally do it. I need to finally buckle down and do it.
We're gonna have
I've
trouble
literally
getting
put
through.
it off for so long, I started doing a monster transformation only run.
Excuse me. Please do not leave me behind.
Legend gets a slight pass because I think it matches the clown outfit. But that's a slight pass.
Over there.
But like, not even the Panther ensemble can save Island King. There is no amount of beachwear that can save it.
Don't cross our path.
Oh god, this is a labyrinth, isn't it? Oh god, I'm scared.
Let's keep going forward. There's gotta be something else.
Are you ready?
Okay, yeah, we got
Here they come.
reflectors. Change equipment, sub-weapon. Yes, yeah. She has way too many and they're not viable. So it's like you have to know when and how to get the swords so that you can actually enjoy them and then not be like, well, this is too late. Yeah, because my last attempt at the 110% free Lyn playthrough, where I try to get as much stuff before you unlock Lyn, I literally came to like a moment where I was just sitting there with a bunch of spreadsheets. Well, yes and no. Growing up my entire life, I preferred
I
Max.
wonder where this is.
However, during my, I don't know, last like 50 hours of monster transformation grinding, I have come to the conclusion that Monica is actually supreme. And hear me out.
What did that robot want to say to us?
If you have a strong enough 5-star armlet, you can actually kill enemies from before you can even lock on. if you can figure out the mechanics to how the armlet works, you actually don't ever even need to hit circle ever again, because it locks on for you. Now, figuring out exactly where that range is, kind of difficult. Takes a little bit of muscle memory. But again, you can kill enemies from so far away, and like, it's just wild. And then by the time you make it to their bodies, the ABS is ready for you to pick up. There is no waiting. It's beautiful. But I've only recently learned all of this in my journey to get a 5-star armlet to max stats, but leave the, what's it called? I can't think. Oh, leave the lightning at 300 and all the other stats at 299. Because I didn't know this until like a month ago. But whatever the highest element, like fire, lightning, ice, and wind on the armband is actually the element you throw. I always thought it was like specific to the armband, but that's just because certain armbands start with certain stats higher than others. I didn't know you could actually control it. But I got a 5-star armlet with 299 in fire, wind, and what's it called? Ice. And then my lightning is 300. And it's so much fun. I don't know if you've ever seen Jujutsu Kaisen, but I'm just throwing hollow purples at everything.
That's how you get it done.
Yeah, and then there, I don't know what this nonsense is, but apparently the size of the projectile is determined by the attack stat or something. I don't know exactly, but somebody was trying to tell me that the 5-star is actually worse technically, because out of 100 throws, the 5-star is more likely to hit the ground. I don't know anything about that one. I've never done any research into that, but somebody was telling me about it. But I just, honestly, there was no way they were convincing me to use love over the 5-star. I know it's what they wanted, but they weren't going to convince me. Oh, but what I was saying was I was going sword mad because I was so I don't know if you've ever caught me talking about this or doing the playthrough. But if you use glitches, you can get out of bounds in Chapter 3 to get into Chapter 6 in both Starlight Canyon and Rainbow Butterfly Woods. And if you do this, you can afford 2 name change tickets pre-Lin. I used one, obviously, to get a 5-star armlet so that Lin could help me with it. But the other one, I've always struggled with to make another weapon. One time I made a supernova, and that was a lot of fun. Another time I made the Island King, but it wasn't fun. I didn't like having the Island King.
That's the end of that.
So the most recent time I made the Dark Cloud Sword, and that was a lot of fun.
Why have the records of Eden been lost?
So I've been trying really hard to figure out like what actually is my favorite sword for Monica.
Just keep coming.
Oh, and if you get out of bounds in Rainbow Butterfly Woods while in Chapter 3, you can actually get the Ama no Murakumo early. You can't get Muramasa early. Well, you can't. You kind of can, actually. You have to be in Chapter 6 to get Muramasa. And there is no reliable way to get out of bounds and glitch past the star barrier to access the Chapter 4 and 5 levels. But there are glitches to do it. You just can't do them reliably. Like, for instance, you can get out of bounds on any map with Spheda, so long as you get lucky and you click move max to sphere and it puts you out of bounds. Like, that can just happen anytime. But, like, you can't control that. But if you do get out of bounds from that, you can use that... Oh, switch player, no. You can use that to land inside the star barrier and travel to the later dungeons. Nothing stops you from doing that. So long as you can get past the glowing barrier, you can go to later chapters. And it doesn't even soft lock you. There's nothing in Chapter 6 that stops you from going to Chapter 6. It's kind of cool. But, like, oh my gosh, I have spent so much time just staring at that fucking sword chart being like, who among you is the one that I want? And probably not. What's even crazier is the Chapter 2 star barrier is such an easy glitch to get past that it, like, it's almost comical. When you see somebody do it, you just think to yourself, like, oh, wait, everybody, wait, how did I not know about that? Everybody, wait. Because all you do, it's such a weird interaction, but all you do, I don't know if you know about it,
Thank you very much.
all you have to do is stand on top of a sphere with a fishing pole. And the game, like, has a little bit of a freak out where it's just like, no, you can't. And it'll push you, like, in any direction it can because you can't stand on top of a sphere with a fishing pole. I don't know why, but you can't. So what you do is you put the sphere behind Max and pull out the fishing pole, and it will literally just shove you through any wall in the game that has, like, a fucking flaw to it. The slightest flaw, and that wall is broken. But yeah, you just go up to the Chapter 2 pin barrier, put the sphere next to it, and there's a weak point, and it'll just shove you right through. Hilariously, Chapter 4 and 5 have such, like, rounded walls that you can't do it there. And I'm sure you kind of know what I mean, because the walls in Chapter 4 are, like, really bubbly. Like, they're not actually shaped the way that they look. But again, there are glitches in Chapter 4 where, like, the map just doesn't load right. And people have gotten out of bounds in Chapter 5 by having Max move to the sphere, and they just fall. But yep, Chapter 2 and 3, well, I shouldn't say that. Rainbow Butterfly Woods and Starlight Canyon both have Spheda out of bounds.
Good job, everyone.
Yeah, so it's those nothings that the sphere gets, like, really weird about with the fishing pole. And you can basically force Max through them. It's really goofy. The weirdest part is, most of the times when you get out of bounds, the fishing still works. That's the part that gets me the most. Like in Starlight Canyon, when you get to the lower rivers, they're fully functional and they actually have unique lists of fish. Actually, my favorite one. By any chance, do you have the guidebook? It's weird. It's almost spooky. But if you have the guidebook, the fishing section actually lists Lower Starlight Canyon and Upper Starlight Canyon as separate fishing areas, despite the fact that you can't fish in Upper Starlight Canyon. So why it's listed is beyond me and anybody I've ever talked to about it.
Here they come.
Here's the even more unique part. When it's raining, Umatakara spawn in the Out of Bounds River. So, I've talked to one person about this that actually had an idea, and they think that Chapter 4 is the remnant of the back floor system. So when you transfer from the underground to the upground, it has a very distinct, like, light and dark theme, which Dark Cloud 1 had for the back
Let's
floors.
keep going forward.
And their theory was that Chapter 4 and 3 had some sort of back floor system where, like, there was the light front half and then the dark half. But, like, again, I don't know. Just theory crafting.
Here they come.
But yeah, there might have been a point where you could have gone down to, like, the lower river of Starlight Canyon or something. I'm supposed to get out of the house today or tomorrow. Oh god, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Holy shit, I usually make my episodes 2 hours long. Oh god, when do I end this for YouTube? I usually like to end them at save points, but I'm in a labyrinth. I literally don't know. Oh god, I should have done it at the robot. Oh, I had a theory going recently, and somebody just crushed it. And like, I still want to believe in it. So I'm gonna keep working on it until I make this person believe.
Oh my, is it
But
already over?
I always thought it was funny how people complain about the second game just like adding the Atla, and like they don't really explain it. But I think it's funny that when you play the second game and then play the first one, there's just like a full explanation for the moon people literally being from the moon. Whereas in the second game, it's just like, moon people? Who are the moon people? But I came up with this like little mini theory that basically the blue Atla comes from Tone's planet. The yellow Atla, which again Cyrus has in Dark Cloud 2, comes from Yellow Drop. It's born from Yellow Drop. And then the red Atla Monica has actually comes from a third planet that we were possibly going to visit in the space traveling third game that became Rogue Galaxy. But they were like, no, that can't be it. And it was like, oh. And I can't remember why they said, but it was solid enough that I was just like, well, you're wrong. Yeah, so like it doesn't, like they don't really explain the moon people super well outside of like Cyrus basically being a moon person at the very end of the game. But in like Dark Cloud 2, the moon people are like an entire point of the game. And I like to think that, again, Cyrus in Dark Cloud 2 not knowing where he came from and just appearing and having the yellow Atla, that maybe he came from the moon. Like, he was sent to stop it, and, like, the Atla are only born when the planets think they need to choose a champion. So it's just like, maybe it chose Cyrus. He can possess all three Atla at once, so obviously they chose him somehow. But I can't remember what he said, but he was basically like, yeah, no, it's not that. And it was like, oh. But I mean, like, they don't work at level 5. Maybe I am right. Maybe I'm onto something. Oh, just one. Okay, so it does add a little bit of weight. But it does, I don't think it ever says where. And I think it only says in Dark Cloud 1 that the Atla are born from the Earth. I don't even think it says that in Dark Cloud 2. I think it's just kind of assumed because they're looking for it in the mine, but I actually don't know if it's said outright. But yeah, my theory was basically that like the Atla are born of the planets, and the yellow Atla came from Yellow Drop. The blue Atla comes from, and we don't actually, I mean, we do kind of know that Max is on the same planet, but like again in Dark Cloud 1 you straight up go to the moon and you can see the other planet. I don't know, man.
What did that robot want to say?
In my head, it's something to do with Dark Cloud 1 stating that the Atla are born from the planets. Is it called the Sunstone? I'd have to replay it. I've spent so much time in Chapter 4 and 3 doing this, like, literally the last 3 years of my life, I have not played past Chapter 5. And only in, like, the last 6 months have I played into Chapter 5, because I wanted to catch some Barons. So I'm a little rusty.
No big deal.
But dang, that would completely thwart my plan, my theory. We just need level 5 to actually just
That's how you get it
do something about it. There's a YouTuber who likes to brag that he's got like inside information or whatever. He's got like I don't know what he says. He says something really fucking
keep
annoying
going
and it makes me
forward.
so
There's
mad. But
gotta
he
be
never
something
actually
else.
comes out with any good information. He literally just says malarkey.
Just keep coming.
And it makes me laugh every time because, like, his leading thing is always just like, yeah, I've got inside information. And it's just like, okay, well, tell us something that's not from a fucking 2000s article translated. And they never do. So, that was something I was talking to Laddie of Ladston Fearless Gaming.
Those guys were no challenge
We were
at
talking
all.
about the potential of Osmond being a descendant the same way Dr. Jamming is
Popping
in
up
Dark
like
Cloud
crazy.
2. So, like, it's not the same Osmond, but it's like like a family name, like how Dr. Jamming kept his family name, you know, despite his dad being a war criminal. Or I guess his grandfather. Is it his
Not
grandfather?
good.
Master Utan is a very unique one, that I think everybody's basically just chalked up to him being some sort of magical creature. Although I did talk in this one, everybody has pretty much agreed universally that he's not right. But I did talk to one person that said Master Utan is the wearer of the green Atlamilia. But like everybody, even I have a hard time with that because he wears 2 of them. So unless he has 2 green Atlamilia, I'm not really a fan of that theory. But
Why have the records of Eden been lost?
it's definitely a theory, but he wears 2 of them. So like, unless he's like some sort of loophole character that keeps everything like functioning by always having Atlas on him. So like, even if his Atlas taken, he's got a second one because he's some sort of loophole. And I like characters like that. I don't mind when a game throws in a character that just literally throws the rules out the window. I don't mind that. I think like One Punch Man characters are fun. But yeah, he definitely wears 2 of them. But yeah, for all we know, maybe
This may be a dangerous situation.
maybe it's a yellow and a blue Atlamelia shoved together. Maybe he is magical. He knows the Fairy King. Oh, and that's another thing that I don't like about level 5 is the removal of the Fairy King from the second game. He really needed to at least have something more than the Fairy Saw.
We're gonna have trouble.
The
getting
Selmite
through.
Mine is the Divine Beast Cave. Now
Can we really win?
I need to actually play the game
Just keep coming.
so I can make my own opinion, but I'm going to form my opinion off of your opinion because I actually was watching somebody play recently in the Zelmite Mines, and I was just like, you know, it is kind of nice that they have the tram oil and the original design of the chests back here. And all of a sudden, like, now that you've said that, it dawns on me that it is totally the Divine Beast Cave. Because, like, I genuinely had that thought. Like, oh, that's cute. It's got the original chest design and the tram oils in it. But, like, now that you've said that, like, you can't convince me it's
Popping up
not.
like
I literally had that thought.
We'll have to break through.
I literally thought to myself, like, oh, what a cool callback. But, like, nah. It's definitely got it. Wait, no! No!
Here they come.
No! Because Palm Brinks on the map isn't far from Wise Owl Forest. And Divine Beast Cave is in No Rune, which isn't far from Wise Owl Forest. So, Palm Brinks being not far from the Rainbow Butterfly, dude, it's all connected. I'm gonna have to overlay the maps, dude. I'm gonna have to overlay the Dark Cloud 1 and 2 maps. So, the Seda and Monica thing, I've got I've got a bit of a George R.R. Martin theory on that. Either the sorcerer who experimented on Seda... I still haven't ended the episode. Holy shit, it's gonna be a 3-hour episode. The sorcerer who experimented on Seda either took his genetics and, like, made some weird-ass, like, again, Game of Thrones fucking homunculi and produced Gaspard, or Gaspard is Monica's bastard brother. Because if Seda is Monica's father, which does make sense, I'll believe it. But to me, it makes more sense that Seda is Gaspard's father. Because Gaspard was born of a changeling man, and Seda is literally walking around Divine Beast Cave with a changeling potion. Seda has silver hair, Gaspard has silver hair. Seda uses time travel magic in the Gallery of Time to send us back. Gaspard uses time travel magic to travel back right before you fight his final form. I don't have a lot of concrete info or evidence, but that's enough for me to have a fucking theory going on. He also fucking... I mean, like, he kills him. It'd be perfect if they made Gaspard kill his own father and he's totally unaware of it. And, like, it turns out he's Monica's fucking, like, half-brother or something as well. Or again, like, the fucking sorcerer who fuses not Gaspard, Seda at the start. I don't know. Like, there's too much for me to think that Gaspard's not related to the family. I want to believe he's just Monica's father. But, like, since I played Dark Cloud 2 so much, when I first played Dark Cloud 1, Gaspard was the character that stuck out to me as the child of Seda. So much. I don't know. Could also just straight up be an ancestor, yeah. But, like, it's never even explained how Monica can transform. She literally transforms into a different person at the start of the game. Okay, so, like, I'm actually lost at this moment. Okay. So we're looping that way. But, like, Monica has changing powers. She was chosen by the Atlas. She's from the royal like, I don't know, man. Something about it just screams that Gaspard is, like, her weird, illegitimate bastard brother who Griffin or Dark Element was using to kill his own... Like, it's so twistedly beautiful that, like, Gaspard... Oh, I don't know. Oh, I did speak to somebody who, I like this theory, that the war Cyrus is witnessing 10,000 years in the past is the war of the, people using the Dark Genie in the West. And when he's watching man destroy the planet, he's actually watching them use the Dark Genie in, like, the past. And that's, like, what he's witnessing. But again, we don't know the exact timelines of everything, but I like that one. I thought that was cool. There's a lot of, I mean, there's just so much. I was really working hard on my theory about the fish, and, like, again, in Dark Cloud 1, the Mardan and Baron can be caught in Matataki Waterfall, and the Matataki Waterfall runs all the way down to Peanut Pond, where you catch the Umatakara, into the Treant, who is he's one of the fairies, but the Fairy King specifically says he controls water. Um, so like I think it's very interesting that he is connected to one of the bodies of water that has the Mardan and Baron in it, and he controls water. And then when you get to Muska, it's just an oasis out in the middle of the desert that has Barons, Mardans, and Dens in it. And then when you get to Dark Cloud 2, you find Mardans alone in Fish Monster Swamp, and it's like, okay, this is weird, but whatever. And then you find them again, and they're alone in Yorda Valley. And then you find them again one last time in Ancient Mural Cave, where the ancients have painted the fucking moon crashing into the earth. Or Terra. Is it Terra? I can't actually remember. I think they just call it the blue orb or something. And then you catch Den all of a sudden. The Dens start appearing. And it's like, okay, that's weird. And you're like, wait, where are the Barons? And then you get to Heimrada, and you're fishing in the springs, and there's Den and Baron. And it's like, okay, what's going on here? And like, I can't figure it out, but I think there's something to do with them being like an ancient species of fish, and like, the Mardan is just a less evolved version of the Baron. I think I sent it to you one time about how the Priskling's related and everything, but like, I just couldn't tie it all together. I told it to somebody else one time, and they laughed that, like, the peak race in Dark Cloud is actually clowns, genies, and something else. But, like, it was really funny, and I liked it. But, like, clowns and genies are, like, a weird life form in the Dark Cloud universe. It's never said exactly, but Jurak does talk about remembering his past lifetimes, I think. He says something along those lines. So they're either the same species, or they're the same, like, entity. Because, like, even, and this one's so weird, even within Sindane, there's the withered Jurak, and then you plant a new Jurak. So, like, it appears that, like, Juraks grow within the shade of the previous Jurak. Because there's literally 2 Juraks planted in the same Sindane. So it could be like a, like, as the last one's dying, it gives birth to the next generation kind of deal. Alright, this is one of my favorite parts of this game, is combining stuff. And then, hilariously, in this game, there's an entire planet called Juraika. And it's an entirely, like, jungly, forested planet. So it's like, where are we on the timeline now? Are we in the same universe? Like, what are you hinting at here, level 5? But they'll never tell us. I genuinely, like, it... And, like, yeah, Steve being a persistent, like, entity throughout the realities, like, I don't know. I really want to play White Knight Chronicle and see if, like, level 5 genuinely just enjoys making games that reference each other, or if there is some sort of cry for help where they're like, we're trying to make a new game, but they won't let us. Because, like, again, some Sony fans, or not Sony fans, some Dark Cloud fans are just convinced that it's Sony that won't let them make a new game. But, like, I don't think that's true. But I've heard a lot of people say that White Knight Chronicles and Ni no Kuni are basically, like, all I need to play. And, like, I used to believe it. I like hating on multinational or multi-billion-dollar companies. Oh shit, I've been streaming for 2 and give me 1 minute. I have to make sure that the bees haven't run out of drinking water. The bees are good. Oh, I'm about to hit 3 hours. I'm just gonna have to end it. Sorry, YouTube.